Hello, beautiful people from Instagram. Hope you guys doing super well. I'm sending you so much love. I'm gonna jump on here and talk about something which recently came up in some of my discovery calls and some of the chats with the people who were interested in starting their own podcast. And that was so interesting. So a lot of people who have a desire to start their own podcast, they think things like, who's going to listen to me? Who am I to start a podcast? What if someone will judge me? So they actually don't really take action. They don't really start. They might be super keen to start something, but it could be, and maybe you're also one of those people. You're just doubting yourself. You're doubting your own worthiness. You kind of would like to be just super good at the things you're doing. So what I'm talking today about is like the imposter syndrome. And what you can do if you feel you have this within you, and something that I just really want to share with you guys. So I also would like to share here a little bit from my own story. So, before I started my podcast, that was 3 years ago, I felt really lost in my life. I felt like I'm not good enough. I'm not really worthy and deserving of any of my desires. I thought everyone else has someone to share, but I don't really have anything to share with this world. I didn't know who I really was in this life. So I was trying to copy people a lot in my life, or I was trying to look what other people are doing, and I got a little bit lost in that, especially if you're highly sensitive, if you're an empath, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur. It's so easy, to get really lost in the social media world, or to even get lost when some of your friends doing amazing, great things, but you're not really at this stage yet. But you feel, there's a part of it in you that just doesn't feel good enough. And I felt like that for most of my life, to be honest. So when I was at high school, I didn't have many friends. And, I felt really lonely, and I felt like I have nothing to say in this world, right? But I just want to inspire you here today that you can actually change your life, and you can change these thoughts. You can rewire your brain. You can change your identity about it. Because what I notice, it's always an inner game. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you feel not good enough inside of yourself, it is most likely a reflection of something within you. And a lot of times it's related to past experience you had, and you might have failed, and you started to believe you're just not good enough. You're unworthy. Other people are better than you. And so I got bullied at school, and I think because of my outlook, because of my hair. And I don't think I was really ugly at school, but they were just picking at me for small little things. And then I started to believe, wow, okay, I'm ugly. I'm so ugly. I had quite a lot of pimples, so I had really bad skin, and I also was not really satisfied with my body at all. So I always had like some sort of issues with myself, with my outlook, and because I was so sensitive and I didn't really create a strong self-identity, I got so easily influenced by other people around me. So it was a real struggle when I was at high school, and eventually it got a little bit better when I started to join a lot of clubs outside of my school, and I made a decision to make a lot of friends outside of my school. And that was a great time. But still, if you're feeling lack inside of you, it is always a reflection. And even the most greatest thing outside of you will never truly fulfill you. Suddenly I had a lot of friends in my life, but there was still this feeling inside of me that there is still, something is wrong with me, and, I'm just not good how I am. And the thing was, I just never accepted myself. I never was really compassionate towards myself, and I never allowed myself to feel these feelings. And that's what I noticed as well. So when I was working as a flight attendant, I started to do the self-help course, and it was all about, healing your past, going back into your past with meditation and healing a lot of stories you've created, and turning your stories into the tales of a hero. And it's something that I'm really passionate about too, and that I love to help people with. They just recognize their inner superpowers within, and they all have magic to share with the world. But sometimes when you still self-sabotaging yourself, and you're still you're a prisoner to your outside world, to what's going on around you, it is just, of course, super hard to change your reality, and to also change this belief that you're not, that you're good enough. And it's easier to say, I'm good enough, I'm good enough, I'm good enough. You actually have to feel this. You have to feel this inside of you. But so where was I? So I was talking a little bit, my self-help course. So I was joining the self-help course, which really helped me to change the way I was looking at myself. It helped me to change my identity. And it helped me to realize that I have so many gifts within me to share with this world. And sometimes you need other people to recognize your own inner light. So, and that's the reason why I come on here today, because I feel you, I hear you, I see you. When you feeling inside of you, you're not good enough, when you have thoughts, who am I to do this? Who am I to start a podcast? Will I ever be good enough to do this? I've been there. I know how it feels like. But I can tell you that you will just be not controlled anymore of these thoughts. You will be no longer controlled of these fears anymore once you actually do the thing, and once you start to do the inner work as well. And so what really helped me, as I said, was doing the inner work, and also shadow work. Shadow work was great. And what if you could actually, instead of trying to cut off this feeling of not feeling good enough, trying to break this feeling, what if you could actually lean into this feeling? So we're not here to fix things. And I don't believe we human came here to fix our feelings, to fix our emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. It's so human that we have all of this inside of us. It makes you who you are. So stop fighting. Stop fighting against this feeling. Stop fighting against this underlying feeling that you're not good enough. Stop fighting against it. Lean into it. deeply lean into it and let your whole body feel this emotion, feel all of these feelings, and just let all these thoughts come up and really lean into it and be like a detective and be super aware and conscious about what kind of patterns are keep restricting you in your bubble. So what kind of self-destructive thoughts are you thinking? So it could be these thoughts of not feeling good enough. And just be super aware of it and don't fight it. So lean into it, and you can lean into it by saying, I'm good enough to be not good enough. I'm okay to be not okay. And it takes courage to lean into this. It takes courage to say that to yourself. It takes courage. And it's not an easy thing. It is not an easy thing. But what I see a lot in this, personal development scene is that we are trying to stop something. We're trying to not feel the fear anymore. We're trying to not feel good enough, feeling not good enough anymore. We want to feel good enough. But what if by accepting the fact that you're not feeling good enough right now in this moment, because that's the truth, that's how it is. What if by actually looking at it with compassionate eyes, by accepting whatever there is, by letting it into your heart, forgiving yourself for all of the times you felt like you're not good enough? And what if you can actually try to change your identity and change your actions after that? So important. Let all of this into your heart. Just be with it. And that's such a feminine energy to, surrender into this feeling, no longer fighting against it. And the thing is that these fears, they will never go away. And that's the truth. These fears will never go away. And I still have fears. And that's okay. And I just want to normalize that we as humans, we feel anxiety. We have fears. But that's okay. That makes us human. But of course, it is good when you come to the point that your fear is no longer controlling you, that all of your thoughts, your beliefs are no longer controlling who you might become in this lifetime. And all of these thoughts, they might stop you from stepping into your full potential. They're self-sabotaging your success. So, once you forgive yourself, you let go of this emotion, there's space. And in this space, you can ask yourself, how do I would like to live my life? Who do I want to be right now? If this story no longer controls me anymore, who can I be right now without all these stories that I've created? And just let some answers come up. Questions, they're always much stronger than the answers. You don't have to have the answers for everything here. And I just want to let you know that you are worthy of all of your dreams. You're worthy of all of your desires. And wherever you're at in your life, there will be always someone that wants to know what you know, that wants to learn from you. And as long as you're showing up as your authentic self, as long as you're showing up as who you are and you bring that to the table, your voice will activate someone else's. And we are all here to activate each other. We are all here to spark each other up. So what if actually by you not taking action, stepping into your full potential, you're actually blocking someone else as well. If you see it from a bigger picture, it is actually quite selfish to not shine your light, to not speak your truth, to not start. What if by shining your light, doing the thing that was once impossible for you, and doing the thing that your heart desires, that you truly, truly desire and want for your life, what if by doing this and following this intuition, because your intuition is guiding you, and if you act on your intuition, magical things will happen in your life. What if you can actually trust yourself again? What if you can trust your inner instincts again? And what if by trusting yourself again, you can create this life that you desire, but you're also activating other people as well and activating them so they're stepping into their full potential too. So it's a ripple effect. What if you can actually inspire your circle? And what if by, this circle, they all have their own circle, right? And what if they inspire their circle? And what if it goes on and on and on and on like this? I truly believe this world would be a better place. Yeah, I truly believe this. I truly believe that we could actually change this world. We could create a new world, a new movement, a new age. And I want to believe this. I want to believe this for me. I want to believe this for you. I want to believe that for all of us. If we're all shining our light, if we're all sharing our truth, if we're all speaking our truth, if we're all, sharing what's on our heart, that will impact others so, so much. And it's in ways that you're not even capable of thinking of. And I think that's what we sometimes don't realize, that one small action can change everything. And it can change someone else's life. So if I wouldn't have started my podcast, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't talk to you. I wouldn't have started my coaching business probably yet. I might be maybe still stuck in a job that I hate doing. Would be working for someone else. I wouldn't be here in Australia, living overseas, living close to the beach and living my dream life. Starting my own podcast changed everything for me. It changed everything for me. I found my confidence through podcasting. I found my voice through podcasting again, because I noticed that people just loved listening to me for every reason. And I just want to tell you, your voice matters. You matter. You matter so much more than you think you do. And we need more people who are stepping into their power. We need more people who are leading themselves. We're needing more people like this. I hope this talk could activate you. I hope this talk could do something within you. Maybe it triggered you. It's good when it triggered you. You can leave me some comments down below what you could take away. And what are your experiences? What are your experiences with this topic? I'm sending you so much love and light. Your gift to this world. I love you.